Welcome back, everyone. So today I'm doing a quick review on a wireless phone charger mount that I brought for the Smart 453. Now, I've had it in the car for about 6 months now. Unfortunately, it is starting to slightly play up a little bit wirelessly, but when I brought it, if I remember rightly, I was a bit optimistic. So I did buy a second-hand one that someone was selling, which is probably where I went wrong. Because outside of that, it's an absolutely amazing mount, and it charged really, really well. Now, the mount itself, there is 3 different versions, depending on what model version you have in the car. Now, the mounts that they do is one for the sat-nav, which sits off to the side, which is the one that I've got. They do another one that sort of mounts to the top of the screen, so it puts the phone more in a sort of central location. And the other one is if you don't have the sat-nav screen, it has got that centre mount, much like you can get from Smart, but they all are wireless. It has got sort of motion activation, so what I'll do in a minute is I'll switch the camera around and I'll show you the mount and how it works itself, and then just some little things that I've found with the mount, sort of little niggles, and then a little workaround of what I'm going to do with the mount itself. Now, the mounts, all 3 of the mounts are, at the moment, I looked on eBay, they're about £36, which for me, I believe, is very worth. It's worth the money. It really is, because it is a really good mount. It works really well, and it does charge the phone. I know, I appreciate, I said my one is starting to play up a little bit, but I did buy it second hand, which again is probably where I went wrong. But I'll switch the camera around now, and I'll show you the actual phone mount itself. Okay, so here's my one. Like I say, it is wireless charging. It has got the motion thing. So as you bring your phone close by, it comes out and closes onto the phone. Now, once the phone's on, you have a little button just on the side here that you click, and it opens up the phone holder. Now, like I say, there's different mounting options. With my one, it is, I'll just turn the ignition off. With my one, it is stuck to the side. You've got this mounting plate here. This is on a ball joint at the side, so you can move it around and lift it up and down and so on. What I did find with the mounting plate itself, you need to get some decent 3M double-sided tape on there, because it just sticks to the side of the actual screen mount. Another version, what I will do is I'll stick a picture in of the other version, which sort of slots in as a little mount that slots into the top here between the screen and the dash itself, so you can put the phone sort of anywhere along the top here. And the other version, which is the one for if you don't have the sat nav, which is the bit where it screws into the middle, the original Smart, or the one you can get from Smart. Again, I will stick a picture of that one in there. So with mine, all I've done is in the kit itself, you do get a USB adapter, a USB lead, the mount, and the actual charger itself. What I've done is I've wired it into the center console. What I will do, because my one's starting to play up slightly with the wireless, I'm going to get a Y-split C USB thing, lead, sorry. And then what I will do is I'll leave it plugged in, and then just have another one. So when I plug my phone in, that one I'm going to have plugged into my USB, because as soon as that cable arrives, I am going to be putting Android Auto into the car. So that will that'll help with that greatly. Now, like I said, so far the phone is really secure in there. It's really strong, and it charged very well, and it's on a fast charge as well. So it is very good for charging. Now, like I say, unfortunately I did buy mine second hand, so I think that's where I went wrong. But on the scheme of it, for £36, I think it's a very good buy. I think it is a very good charger, and it is a very good mount as well. Especially off to the side here, it doesn't really block any of the buttons at all. Realistically, the only one you're going to really need to get to is the home button, but you can do that via the touchscreen on the main menu anyway. So realistically, it doesn't really hinder at all. It's off to the side, nice, sits there lovely, nice and secure. And especially if you're going to be using Android Auto or so on, or even if you're not, You can flip it sideways. I say that's just a very quick overview on the phone mount itself. Like I say, what I will do in the description is I will put links into where all the 3 different types of mounts and where they are. They're all £36, which again I think is a good value for money, depending on which version you need. Now, like I say, stay tuned to the channel. Please look to subscribe to the channel. Hit a like if this video was useful. As soon as that cable arrives, I will be doing the Android Auto software coding for the car. Unfortunately, it doesn't do AirPlay. It is just the Android Auto, but I will do a full install guide on that probably within the next week. As soon as the cables arrive and I get the cabling in, I will do that coding video. But any questions, queries, comments, anything you need to know, give me a message in the comment section. I'll get back to you as quick as I can. If not, in the details section I will leave my email address if you so wish to get hold of me from there. But if not, I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.